Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here or you've been here before but have not subscribed yet, please do so, along with hitting that thumbs up button for me. Very much appreciate that. And drop your comments. Definitely want to hear your feelings and thoughts about these last couple of games. I wasn't able to do a recap of the game yesterday. Got caught up in some playoff football situation. And was hoping to be able to have a very happy, celebrating recap today. I am utterly disgusted by what I saw. How we could let Toronto come into our arena and just win this game in overtime. Once again, I don't care if it's the second game of a back-to-back. You knew it was going to be. It's been on the calendar all season long. You let Toronto, fuck with us the last time, and they took that game, and now it happened again. We start the minute people start saying, "Oh, are the Knicks a good team?" You fucking lay an egg like this. Unbelievable. And again, hero ball. A little too much hero ball shit. And I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about. Here we go. Let's just go to the stats. Look at this. Look at the Toronto stats. 27 assists for Toronto. How many do we have? 17. 17 assists. Come on. Why are we playing like this? Why? This is not the way you beat good teams. Toronto is a lot better team than their record. We know it. They already beat us once before on our own court. Look at the blocks and the turnovers. We had 5 blocks, 11 turnovers, which is 11 turnovers is nice. It is nice, but then check this out. They had 12 blocks and 6 turnovers. Almost the opposite. Almost the opposite right there. Free throws. Once again, free throws. Unable to hit free throws when it matters. Both Julius and Jalen missed the first part of 2 free throws, each of them. They only hit one of 2 in the moment that it counted the most. And then Toronto comes down, executes their offense, and we can't execute ours. And if it weren't for this play right here, which, by the way, I'm incredibly also pissed off about because it should have been a foul call. RJ got fouled. It's hard to see it on this angle, but when you see it on the other angles that they showed, it's plainly a foul call. With just seconds left. Boom! Are you going to tell me little baby Scotty Barnes played that so perfectly he didn't foul RJ? Come on. RJ manhandled it right there is the foul. Where's the call? I mean, it's right there. It's a foul. And that was the last time the Knicks were in this game. Immediately, right away, when we went to overtime. Let's go to the overtime stats right here. Overtime stats. Knicks. Now, interestingly, okay, the Toronto Raptors hit all 3 of their free throws. They only got 3 free throws. We got 7. And we hit only 2 more than they. We got an additional 4 chances at the free throw line. And only hit 2 additional ones. We shot 5 of 7 from the free throw line. RJ Barrett hit all 4 in actual crunch time when the game actually mattered. RJ came through for this team, and he was not having a good game, but something roused up in him when the game's on the line. Can't say the same for Brunson and Randall. Between Brunson and Randall in overtime, they shot 2 of 7. 2 of 7. I get it. Oh, they were gassed, George. They played yesterday. Well, whose fault is that? That they're always gassed when it matters. That the leads slip away when it matters. Whose fault is that? This is why I've been talking about Thibs. Thibs is not the coach for the future for this team. He can get them to play. Right now, they don't quit on him, and that's awesome. That's something definitely to tip your cat off for them. But we're talking, in my opinion, this team is better than their record. They demonstrated by the results. Wasn't Jalen Brunson just player of the week? Didn't Randall compete for Player of the Month in December? Didn't RJ just run down the court and just tie this game all on his own with just a few seconds left? 3 of 12. 3 of 12 overall in the overtime. Raptors 4 of 10. But 2 of their buckets were 3-point shots. We could not hit a 3-point shot. Randall whiffed. Brunson, he had the last second heave to, I believe that was actually to win the game. He pulled up. He had a decent look, but nope, didn't hit anything. And Quentin Grimes also missed his one shot attempt in overtime, and it was a 3-point shot. Missed it. If you can tell, I'm incredibly annoyed and frustrated because this was a game that the Knicks should have had. We should have had. Every game matters the same in terms of wins and losses. Some games matter more in terms of what it does to bolster the confidence of the team and the franchise itself, the players, and the fan base. It's these type of losses that crush our spirit. There's a reason why the fans have not fully embraced this team. When the rest of the NBA is starting to say, hey, the Knicks are good, but we've yet to beat a good team that was full strength. And tonight was the night to do it. Fred VanVleet wasn't even supposed to play tonight. He ended up playing, and he ended up shooting 10 of 23. Nothing spectacular, 43.5%. Shot 5 of 13 from the three-point line, but he hit all 8 of his free throws. All 8, and delivered 8 dimes for 33 points. What did our version of Fred VanVleet do? Our version shot 11 of 29. He shot barely 30, almost 38%. Hit 2 of 6 from the three-point line, but he missed 2 of his 4 free throw attempts. 7 rebounds, only 2 dimes for Jalen Brunson. And 4 turnovers. And 2 of those turnovers were in the fourth quarter when the game mattered and it was on the line. When the game mattered and it was on the line, 2 of those 4 turnovers happened. Now, RJ committed turnovers, and so did Randall. That hurt us. 11 turnovers isn't the worst, but for Jalen Brunson, when the game matters, you can't be loose with the ball like that. And there it was. He did finish with 26 points and was a +2 overall in this game. And Randall was a +1. Again, the bench not quite providing the punch that we need, but Obi played 11 minutes. He had 2 of 4, hit one of his 3-point shot, the only 3-point shot he put up. Got 2 rebounds. He got a nice steal in the game there. He actually played a decent game, but we need more from him. I don't really understand what Thibodeau is doing when Obi's out on the court. He is, when Obi Toppin is on the court against another team's second unit, he is by far the best big scoring man on the court. Treat him as so. Run plays for him. He even cut at one point, but Brunson missed him. It's almost like they forgot how to play with Obi Toppin. Well, wake up. You got to. This is the time. This is it. I told you. I'm invested in this. I want the 6th seed. I want the 5th seed. But you're not going to get it when you lose games like this at home. Just not going to get it. If you guys feel I'm a little too heated about this right now, well, then it's possible that I may be sensing that they have the ability to do something special to this year. And I could be wrong. But I'm feeling that they have the ability to do something special. But then it's games like today that undermine that sense of feeling that sense that I have. So maybe I shouldn't expect much more. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should be happy with this. Maybe I should be happy that we scored 121 points at home and lost. Look at the OT. Look how close it was. 13-11. Both teams committed about four personal fouls each. We even got a nice steal, a block in overtime, but only 1 assist. Again, they got 3. It's not a coincidence when the team that gets the most assists generally is the team that wins. It's not a coincidence. And here you go. There's the demonstration of it. And definitely the team that hits most of the free throws, the higher percentage of the free throws, for sure. Now you could say, look, we were gassed. Second game, back-to-back. And Thibs overplays our guys in general and all that stuff. Yes, I hear you. That's why I keep talking about the minutes distribution. Because it's for games like this, moments like this. We should have won this game in regulation. We had it. We were up by like 5 points with just a few minutes left in this game. The proper execution wins the game. But when you're tired or whatever excuses we want to come up with, you don't come away with the W. If you guys are fine and happy with that, then that's fine. That's fine. That's a totally legit feeling. You could be just happy that we won 1 of 2 in the past couple of games. I'm not, because I know that there is a storm coming our way, and we got to rack up as many wins now as possible, because there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to finally realize, hey, we have a chance at something, and they're coming. Miami, Toronto, great example. Toronto's a team playing way below their fight weight. They should be winning. Today they proved it. Yeah, there's Miami, Atlanta. Atlanta is a team like that. So a lot of teams nicking at our heels. So if we're in this playoff push, if this is for real, then we got to play like it. We got to win these games then. Because it's not going to improve our lottery chances because we're past that. So where are we? I don't want to float through the middle. Like, oh, well, kind of, No, I want to have conviction. And they want it too. You can sense it. They're frustrated. The players are frustrated by this loss. And they should be. This is not anything where you can point specifically to one area. Just generally as a team overall, it's about the way they execute their offense. It's too reliant on ISO play, not enough ball movement. And when there is ball movement, beautiful things happen. So let's get back to that. We don't need Brunson to be the hero every time. And I know that he has been at times. But here on the Knicks-Verse, I've pointed out many, many, many times, more so often than not, he is not the hero in crunch time. More so often than not. I'm talking about that. And that is, I can show you the data on that. He is not the hero when it comes to actual winning buckets or game-tying buckets. Today was a great example of that. There are times when there's like 4 minutes left in the game and we need a bucket. Yes, he's great at that. But we're talking about when the game is truly on the line or we're behind, he's not able to deliver it because he doesn't have the legs. And also, he's 6'1". He's tiny. And the other thing is, he doesn't trust his other teammates. He should often find the open guy. There was a time at one point, what point in the game was that? I might have been earlier in the game. It probably been in the third quarter. It doesn't really matter at this point. It's all about late game execution here. I mean, objectively, I'm ecstatic about where we're at. I am. I mean, we're 25-20. We're still firmly in sixth place. We are 3 games behind the Cavaliers, who are in fifth. They have a 28-17 record. We're 25-20. Miami's right behind us, though. Here are the teams behind us. Miami, 24-21. Indiana, 23-22. Atlanta, 22-22. And the Bulls. Let's not forget about the Bulls. The Bulls at any time could wake up and realize, hey, we got players here. Like, we can do something here. All right, they're 20-24. Toronto, 20-24. So we have right below us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams already with 20 wins or more that are right behind us. Things go bad. We get on a little losing streak. We can wake up and be in 10th seed, 11th seed. That's why you got to win games like today. Didn't happen. But let's talk about some good things. Here's some of the good things. Anunoby, I don't think he's all that, to be honest with you. I know you guys can talk to me. I've just never been in love with Anunoby. Never loved this game entirely. I think he's limited. I don't think he has any go-to moves. Is he an excellent defender? Yes. Is he an excellent all-around player? Yes, he's an excellent all-around player. But I don't see him with any go-to moves. I don't see him as a guy that I want to invest an upteenth amount of picks for and give up good players for. So let's just stop with the OG Anunoby, love fest that happens out in the world there. Scotty Barnes stepped up today. He's like, you know what? I only got what I got, and what I got is around the basket, and I'm going to do it. And he used it. 8 of 16, 45 minutes, 7 rebounds, 4 dimes for him, 26 points for Scotty Barnes. Pascal Siakam did not have a repeat of his 52-point thunder crush of the Knicks like he did last time. Just came through with 20 points in a full game and an overtime. He wasn't truly much of an impact. He missed all 7 of his 3-point shots. When you think about that, we lost to a team that could not break the 30% mark in 3-point shots, and they put up 44 of them, we should be truly embarrassed about losing this game. And when I say we, I'm talking about the players. I'm talking about you guys, Knicks players. Just right there. Fred VanVleet, 10 of 23. He ended up recovering himself. Gary Trent Jr. once again, potent from the outside, 4 of 8. They have an interesting team, an annoying team. They do. Chris Boucher came in and hit that. His 1 3-pointer was a really crucial one at the time when it happened. Here we are. We are the Knicks. Randall, 7 of 20 overall. Shot 35%. 1 of 6 from the 3-point line. Shot 16.7%. Those numbers are what they are. The guy's been hustling. He had a tremendous game yesterday, 44 points, 15 rebounds, or 42 points, 15 rebounds. Unbelievable game yesterday. He comes back today, plays 42 minutes. Didn't have it entirely, the efficiency, but look, came through with 15 boards. I think all of that is about as much as we could have expected for someone, the way his style of play. However, missing those 3 free throws. He only hit 6 of 9. That's a killer, man. That's a killer. And then Brunson, 2 of 4. Another killer right there. Grimes, I don't know why someone with the incredible shooting ability that Quentin Grimes has only gets 5 shot attempts total in a game that goes into overtime. How do you explain that other than the ball doesn't move enough? That the team doesn't run plays for him? Well, that has to change. This guy can shoot. In my opinion, Grimes is a better shooter than Gary Trent Jr., but Gary Trent Jr. got 14 shot attempts. Our version of him got 5. Emmanuel Quickley, once again, a very good game for him. He hit all 7 of his free throws. 3 of 7 overall, but he only hit 1 of 4 from the 3-point line. Man, it would have been nice to have had that extra bucket right there. Extra bucket. Deuce, only 6 minutes he played today. No points for him. It's becoming a problem now. He's lost confidence. There was a moment there where he got the ball he had like a nice 10-footer he could have shot. Instead, he kicked it out to the perimeter, and I think then he kicked it out to the perimeter. Whoever he kicked it out to didn't have a clean look, and he passed it over to Grimes, I believe. And Grimes, by that point, the shot clock would have been worn down, so that killed that possession. So he passed up an open look for a more difficult look for one of his teammates. That stuff can't happen. You can't lose confidence. You're a professional basketball player. You're in the NBA. You have an open look. You shoot it. That's just the science of it. It's not that difficult. It's not that complicated. When you pass up those shots is where you create more problems for your own team. And then we saw it. I noted that Quickley had been doing that in the past as well. You're open quick, you shoot. Anyone who's open. Anyone on this team that's open, unless it's Midge out on the 3, anyone else can shoot it. I even want to see Sims shoot it. I want to see Sims shoot a 3 if he's out there. But will we ever see Sims? I don't know. Isaiah Hartenstein got in there for almost 16 minutes today. 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block. He actually had a decent game, Isaiah Hartenstein. He had a decent game today. 1 of 1, just hit 1 bucket there. Mitch, look at Mitch, 5 of 8, 8 boards. He could have had a few more rebounds. Finished a -11. RJ a -5. And McBride a -8. Topping a -3. Everyone else was in the plus column. That's about it, man. I don't really... There's not much really else to talk about this game. It's frustrating that we weren't able to finally beat these Toronto Raptors. Just annoying, especially at the Garden. We had this game. We had it. It was right in our hands, and too much reliance on an individual trying to get us over the hump to win the game, as opposed to continuing to believe and trust in the team mentality, which is move the ball until you find the best look possible. Until we get to that point, we're going to struggle against the better teams. That's just the way I see it. That's just the reality of the way I see it. Until we get to that point where we start trusting it. And we saw Randall made some beautiful passes out where he got double teamed, triple teamed, and he found this guy. And he found, I believe, I think it was Quickly. He found Quickly for a nice, I think Quickly then drove in, and he got a nice floater. It's just spreading the ball. I love that. Keep doing that. Just when it gets down to fourth quarter, we start getting tight and reverting back to our worst part of ourselves. I want to see the reverse. I want us in the fourth quarter become our best version of ourselves. We can do it. It's all a learning process. This was a learning process, these past 2 games today. I didn't get to do the recap yesterday, so I'm kind of just throwing this one in together. Plus, it was the Pistons. Not much to really herald about, except we should have won that game, and we did win that game, and I'm glad we did, absolutely. But today's game was an important game in my mind. And now we have, on Wednesday, I believe we have the Wizards again, right? Yes, we do. We have the Wizards again and at MSG. I'd like to, we should definitely take care of business against the Wizards on Wednesday night. And then by the next time I talk to you guys, we'll be 26-20. Let's hope. Unless I do a pregame show. Might do a pregame show on Wednesday. Gonna try to keep the pregame shows active. There are trade possibilities that are popping up there that we might need to help us with that scoring punch off the second unit. But I think we already have somebody there. We have Obi Toppin. We just need to unlock him. We need to unlock him, and he needs to unlock himself. He needs to get hungrier himself. I think he needs, what Obi needs is to be a little more selfish. That's what we need. We need to stretch a period where Obi is his selfish self, so he can regain his confidence again. He used to be able to slither through, beat his men. There were times now, right? I'm seeing him getting blocked right at the rim because he's not good at, once he's stationary under the rim and getting the ball and then going up to dunk. He doesn't seem to have the same ferocious mentality that he has when he's like flying at the rim. When he's flying at the rim, he's a different guy than when he's already under. He's not like Mitch, where Mitch can gather himself, boom, and stuff that thing down. Obi doesn't have that yet. He can develop that. He's more potent when he's flying at the rim. So let's get him. Let's get him in his comfort zone, and then you work from there. Okay? Let's try and do something like that. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and drop your comments. I want to hear your feelings about the past 2 games. We should be. I'm happy. I'm generally happy, and I'm like 62% happy about this. 52-20. I would have loved to have been 98% happy after this win. It was right there. We let it go. All right, thank you guys for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please subscribe, and I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.